Hey, this is D to the B here, and this is the video of me going to Tfcon yesterday. So, you basically get to see what I did at Tfcon. Unfortunately, not everything. I didn't film the whole experience, but I did get a big portion filmed. I hope you enjoy. Hello guys, it's D to the B here in the flesh, and today we're going to TFCon. First we need to pick up L to the C, so let's transition to that. Okay, so we're at Chicago now. We're heading towards the direction of TFCon, and L to C is with me, of course. So, we're going. Alright, we're in the shopping area. Look at this. Look, it's the DJD. Can't wait for that legacy tar.
This looks really good up here, bro. The white one in here?
Oh yeah, that's Drift.
That's Drift? Wow.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. Alright, now walking to Peter Kahn's panel.
Come on, I want to meet the guy who plays me. Come on, this would be the perfect song to come out.
And Frank definitely is. Frank he's a master, you know, he's a master. I do a few things. So I'm a journeyman compared to Frank. How does that hit you?
I think that's fantastic. Our next question comes from VIP member Yosan Do. This is my favorite question.
My wife thought you did the voice of Megatron. Should I divorce her and move on?
No comment.
So the next question is from a friend, Sebastian Hernandez. Sebastian. There, make it easy for me.
When you first read that they were going to kill Optimus Prime, how did you feel?
When I first what? I'm sorry?
When you first read the scripts of Transformers the movie, that they were going to kill your character Optimus Prime, how did you feel about that?
Well, I didn't actually read any script. I read a short, brief speech of Optimus Prime, and I was given the opportunity to pick several characters on the display table as you come in, and it was an open call for a lot of actors to come in. And you pick up this character and you say, see, I picked up Optimus Prime because I was asked to, and I picked up Ironhide, and I picked up a few other characters. And I had a little time to ingest what they looked like and possibly the description of their character. And I had just the night before, I'd been watching an old movie on television that had co-starring with Chill Wills. And Chill Wills was an old character actor, famous in Hollywood, did a lot of westerns, and he had that distinctive voice. And I went into the audition after I did Optimus and girls. I mean, you know what? They're just great people. Just great people. Yeah. Still are, always will be. Yeah.
What's that? Our next question comes from Kevin Jonathan. Kevin? Yeah.
My question is, What would you say to the people like myself that see you as a hero and role model?
What was the last part of this? You're muffling with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
What would you say to people like myself that see you as a hero and their role model?
Well, I'm honored, thank you. Grateful. I never ever thought it would ever come to that. I never ever thought it. All these years later, that I would be sitting in a room with people that I love and care for, that care for me, and I would never have envisioned or imagined that. But here we are, and I think it's one of the greatest gifts I've ever received as a person or as an actor, and I cherish it, and it means so much to me. I wouldn't trade places or anything in the world for this. And it's hard sometimes now because they're starting to do Optimus Prime with other people, and it hurts. You know, it hurts. Netflix, I think, came up with a show, a non-union thing, so I guess they can get away with stuff like that. Anyway, I got you.
Roll the true Optimus Prime.
Autobots, transform and roll on! It's so much fun to say that.
We all enjoy hearing that. Our next question comes from Everett Breland. Everett, right here, easy.
It's great to actually see you again. Wait, so this guy like 3 times. He's awesome. All right. I actually couldn't find out what question to actually ask you, so I asked some of the veterans at my local lodge, and they all came up with this one, or at least the ones who know you. With all that you have done, did you ever imagine Optimus Prime ever having such an impact on your career?
Not really, not really. I knew it was a very important character. It was innovative. It was transcending the norm of animation. The conception of a transforming toy was unique. And I thought, when I first read for the characters, I thought, this is really interesting, you know. It's kind of, we'll make it or not, you know. But it wasn't like Legos or something where you put things together. I mean, these things did it on their own. And it was fascinating. So I guess it would be after a while where I started feeling that this is gonna go someplace. And then I got whacked. Oh, boy. And when the feature film came out, that's when I really knew, you know, it passed the $1 billion mark. I mean, that's unheard of.
So yeah, that was my Tfcon trip. It was amazing, kind of crowded. I was planning to meet Peter Cullen in person, but apparently I had to pay a separate ticket to do that, and I think that is the dumbest thing I ever heard. But what can you really do? So I might as well get to the final step, which is showing you what I got at TFCon. So the very first thing I got was Legacy drag strip. This was actually one of the Legacy figures I wanted, even though not a big fan of Legacy. Well, I used to not be. It looks like Legacy is getting better, and they're not G1ifying characters anymore. If you've seen like Tarn, Armada Starscream, and others. So yeah. The next one I got was, and this one I kind of did want, was Studio Series Perceptor. And unlike drag strip right here, the plastic containment is still on there. I'm going to say a controversial opinion, and I don't care if anyone disagrees with me. They should have kept the plastic stuff inside, because it kind of makes it easy to get into this figure. One concern when I heard they were doing this was they were going to be much easier to steal, which I ended up being right. Like, there's stories about Legacy Bulkheads figures' heads being removed from in the box. Anyway, continuing on. The next one, it's another Legacy figure. It's Legacy Kickback, which, love this toy. As soon as I saw this come out, I'm like, I need to get this. And yes, it has that little barcode thing, which I might try. Dragstrip has the exact same thing. The next one, this is one that I wanted to get when I was first shown in Kingdom, but then I'm so glad they added to Legacy, was Legacy Blaster. Blaster, for some reason, is kind of one of my favorite Transformers in G1. Even though not being huge on G1 the series, I think it's a very flawed series. Not personally my favorite, but I still acknowledge it as kind of good. He was just always my favorite. I think it's because he was in the 86 movie, which is the best thing to happen to Transformers Generation 1. Yes, it did kill a lot of characters, but it did amp up the stakes. I will make that argument that the G1 movie is the best Transformers movie. I'm going to make that argument, even though being a Bayformers fan. And the last one, this is a controversial one, is the character of Legacy Generation 2, G-Axis. Now, if you don't know who G-Axis is, he was in the Generation 2 series, comic series. They never really made a cartoon. So yeah, he is kind of an underrated character. Kind of, unless you count the comics. Apparently he's popular there. But I wanted to do something with G-Axis to give him a unique personality. Make him possibly a good character by fan productions. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got from TFCon. Some of the things were on my list. Actually, all these were on my list. Of course, there are some characters that weren't there. We tried looking for specific characters for all the C2. A lot of them we could not find. But yeah, I managed to get all of these. I'm so excited. I've been looking for all of these. Well, technically, this one and that one. And these two I could have gotten from Amazon, but I found them at cheap prices, so I bought them. Can't wait to open them from the box. And yeah, that's pretty much for my TFCon video. So for the Peter Cullen thing, I did record the whole panel, and I'm gonna upload that on, let's say, Monday or Tuesday. It really depends when the thing downloads from my Google Drive, because I had to record it on my phone But yeah, it's very interesting, very funny. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.